Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News. It's Wednesday, November 5th. We have all you need to know about President Bendaputi's response to the Trump Compact, as well as more on challenges facing community charter schools.
We also have the latest information on yesterday's election results, along with sports, entertainment, weather, and an interview. Stay tuned. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Annelise Hanson.
And I'm Maia, Valerio. Penn State President Neely Bendaputi says the university would not sign the Trump administration's controversial higher education proposal if asked. The proposal, called Compact for Academic Excellence in Higher Education, offers universities better access to federal funding in exchange for adopting administration priorities on issues like admissions, women's sports, and free speech. Bendaputi said Penn State values merit and academic freedom, calling those principles, quote, very important. Most major universities have also rejected the compact, which critics say threaten campus independence and free expression. For Penn State, Bendaputi says the decision is clear. The university will not compromise its values for federal dollars.
A former Penn State trustee is suing the university, claiming he was defamed and pushed out for asking financial questions. Barry Fenchak's 9-count suit centers on an August 2024 letter from board leaders that accused him of breaking confidentiality and suggested that he couldn't be trusted with sensitive information. Fenchak alleges the letter and a sexual harassment investigation were used to justify his removal from the board.
The Phillipsburg-Osceola Area School District is considering major changes as student enrollment continues to decline. The superintendent shared scenarios that could restructure classrooms, shift teacher-to-student ratios, and reassign grade levels. He mentioned that no schools would close. District enrollment has dropped more than 9% since 2015 and could fall to just 1,400 students enrolling by the end of the decade. Officials plan to review staffing, class sizes, and transportation costs in the coming months. The district expects to share updated restructuring plans with the community early next year before any final decisions are made.
Cyber charter school leaders in Pennsylvania say a proposed change to state funding could hurt programs for thousands of students. Governor Josh Shapiro's budget plan would set a flat tuition rate of $8,000 per student. Schools like Agoria and Commonwealth Charter Academy say that number is too low, especially with high special education costs. Traditional school districts argue the current system drains their budgets, and lawmakers are pushing for reform as the state has yet to settle on a budget. Last week, a 77-year-old tradition brought the community together. Reporter Piper Murray was there. Piper?
Thanks, Annelise. Every fall, one state college tradition brings together the community in a celebration unlike any other. I stopped by this year's event to see what makes it so special. Let's take a look.
It's a spooky night here in State College for the 77th annual Halloween Parade. Let's see what went down.
For nearly 8 decades, the Halloween Parade has been a place for trick-or-treaters of all ages to show off their costumes and celebrate the holiday.
And it is such a great long-standing tradition that we have people who used to come as a kid now bringing their kids.
What began as a small event has turned into one of State College's most beloved fall traditions, bringing families back year after year.
I love seeing the community come out for something that's really very simple.
While it may look effortless, immense preparation goes into making sure the event runs smoothly.
This has been 77 years running, so planning it the most is making sure I have the facilities locked down.
From the first step of the State High School Marching Band to the various creative costumes, there's something magical for every participant. When we asked one young parade goer what her favorite part of the night was, she didn't hesitate.
In the middle of it, when we got to go mulching with the people.
From spooky costumes to smiling faces, the 77th Annual State College Halloween Parade once again proved that Halloween magic is best when shared with the whole community. Signing off from University Park, I'm Piper Murray.
This time-honored tradition is just one of many ways the Penn State community shows its pride and spirit each fall. Whether you're a student or simply live in State College, it's hard not to get swept up in the energy of the parade. Back to you, Annelise.
Thanks, Piper. Now, what kind of weather can students expect for the game this weekend? Student meteorologist Hannah George is live in the studio with the rest of this week's forecast. Hannah?
Thanks, Annelise. We've been seeing a little bit of rain tonight that's gotten a tad bit heavier at times. It's a line of rain we're seeing come down from Erie. Now, as far as this weekend goes, there is some precipitation in the forecast, but I think our game will be good. Right now, temperatures in those mid-50s at the moment. Still some rain out there that should be ending in the next hour or so. Also out there, you've probably noticed today, it is windy. Now, your wind speeds are at 25 miles an hour, and that's not those gusts. Gusts are something different, and we saw those get to almost 50 miles an hour today. In fact, up in Erie, they are still seeing winds at that speed currently. Right now, though, our temperatures are in the 50s in most places, some 40s as we have a cold front also coming off of Lake Erie. Those Great Lakes are pretty powerful out there. They're bringing some rain, some wind, and some cooler temperatures our way eventually. Right now, we are in those low 50s. Now, those temperatures are a little bit below average, but today, those highs we saw in the mid-60s were actually in the teens above average, about 12 degrees above average for us, at least here in State College and across the state. We saw that in a majority of places as well. Now, those gusts, they are starting to go down a little bit. We're going to see those kind of fluctuate between 40 and 50 miles an hour up in Erie. Us here, we're probably going to stay in those 30s with the gusts. Those are coming off of Lake Erie. So when they approach us, they're pretty chilly. So though our feels like temperatures are still in those 50s at times, as we go throughout the night, those are going to start to cool down. We'll probably be feeling about 10 degrees below what the actual temperature is out there due to those cooler winds moving through. That rain also moving through. You can see that's pretty green for the most part, so mainly showers, but at times we do see some yellow start to mix in there. So that line of rain is going to be a bit heavier at times. It is starting to go on the back end of things now. So us here in State College should be seeing a little bit less rain pretty soon here. And as we move into tomorrow, we're going to stay pretty clear. That cloud cover is going to clear out as well before we move into Friday. We start to see some more clouds moving in. No precipitation for the most part on Friday. Later in the day, we may see another line of rain move through, and that could be a little bit heavier at times as well, especially if you are in the southwestern portions of the state. We may be seeing some heavier rain there. As we move into the weekend, things do start to clear out for a bit. Saturday morning, that rain starts to clear out, so I think for the game will be a little bit cloudy, but not much rain going on. Now behind that, Sunday, some more rain as we move into the next work week. You see this blue, you see that pink on there. That does mean some sort of wintry mix, maybe even some snow in the forecast for Monday and Tuesday as our temperatures do drop into the 30s. So your highs will likely be in the 30s on Monday and Tuesday. So we've been a little bit warm, a little bit average here today, especially warm, but that is going to end by the time we get to next week, at least for the start of the work week. That rain does clear out by the end of Tuesday going into Wednesday, and we're just seeing a slight chance for that wintry mix or snow right now. Tonight, we're going to stick with rain. We're still a little bit too warm for snow. Your lows are going to be in those low 40s. Still pretty windy out there. Tomorrow, still a little bit windy. We still have that wind advisory in effect, but not quite as bad as what we saw today. Your highs are going to be in the low 50s, so definitely a little bit cooler out there, but that is more seasonable for this time of year. That rain will clear out tomorrow as well. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, we're going to remain in the 50s until we get to the next work week. So Monday and Tuesday is moving to Veterans Day there. We're going to be on the cooler side of things for sure, and we are going to watch to see if we see any wintry precipitation in the mix. Then Wednesday, temperatures do pick back up, so relatively a bit of a variety of weather going on here, but your Saturday is looking good for our game day. Back to you, Annelise.
Thanks, Hannah. Now over to Isabel with the latest in sports.
Thanks, Annelise. I'm Isabel Negrini with your sports update. This past Monday night, the BJC was explosive with energy as Penn State men's basketball officially kicked off their season in a wild ride against the Fairfield Stags. And what began as a rough start for the Nittany Lions offensively, head coach Mike Rhodes would soon sub in Yvonne Urich and Freddie Dillon, contributing to the team's crucial comeback. Tied 37-37 at half, the Nittany Lions would put up a very difficult fight against the Stags for the lead, but ultimately came out on top 76-68.
Following the victory, Rhodes said that the team has, quote, a lot of work to do, but he's optimistic for improvement in the near future. Speaking of exciting games, Penn State women's volleyball will verse the number 9 Purdue Boilermakers this Friday. The Lady Lions are coming off of a rather recent disappointing loss against Indiana, where they struggled to stay afloat against the Hoosiers' powerful front row. This was the first time in program history that Penn State has fallen to Indiana in Rec Hall. Penn State's Coach Katie still applauded the Hoosiers' consistency in coaching efforts and simply put that, quote, they were the better team. Although star hitters like Kennedy Martin and Alexis Ewing continue to dominate at the net, the Nittany Lions must improve their defensive performance in order to see success. There were lots of smiles in Pittsburgh this weekend after the Steelers pulled a huge upset win over the Colts on Sunday. Despite the Colts being favored to win, Pittsburgh's defense absolutely humiliated quarterback Daniel Jones, including a massive second quarter strip sack from none other than star linebacker TJ Watt. The defense would turn over the ball 5 more times throughout the game, as well as holding the league's leading rusher Jonathan Taylor to a season low of only 45 yards. The Steelers are now sitting at 5-3, while the Colts will still lead the AFC with a 7-2 record. Lots of trade action has been happening this week in the NFL, but one team seemed to make arguably the biggest blockbuster deal. The Dallas Cowboys signed star defensive tackle and former New York Jet Quinnen Williams. After recently losing to the weak Arizona Cardinals, Dallas knew some changes needed to be made on their struggling defense. Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones initially signed Bengals linebacker Logan Wilson early Tuesday morning. Yet only a few hours later, the Jets would go on to lose one of their best defensive assets to the Cowboys in a trade for Mozzie Smith and 2 huge picks in the 2026 and 27 drafts. Could this decision help the Dallas Cowboys? We'll see as the team gears up to face the Las Vegas Raiders in 2 weeks. That's all for your sports update. After the break, Katie Karkanek has the latest in the world of entertainment. Stay tuned.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Welcome back to Penn State News. I'm Katie Karkanek with your entertainment update. Pop group Big Time Rush is bringing their real-life worldwide tour to Penn State this upcoming winter. The boy band, which rose to fame through their 2009 Nickelodeon show titled Big Time Rush, will be performing at the Bryce Jordan Center February 3rd, 2026. The concert will feature special appearances from Caitlin Tarver and Stephen Kramer Glickman, also known as Joe and Gustavo from the Nickelodeon series. Penn State is one amongst several campus states the group added to their tour, and tickets can be found on sale online now at Ticketmaster.com. The 7th annual Center Film Festival will commence from November 10th to the 16th in central Pennsylvania. This festival will air 15 Penn State student films and 5 alumni films, along with various other films which will debut throughout the event. Hundreds of viewing options, as well as question and answer sessions with filmmakers and a first ever immersive virtual reality collaboration with the Palmer Museum of Art will all be offered during the festival. Tickets are free to students, $10 for individual sessions, and $60 for an all-access pass. Aside from their collaboration with the Center Film Festival, the Palmer Museum of Art recently hosted its own lively event. Reporter Hannah Imler-Knisley is in the studio with more. Hannah?
Thanks, Katie. Last Thursday, I attended the Palmer Art Museum's Halloween Spooktacular. Let's take a look. The Palmer Art Museum is known for giving the Penn State community a chance to immerse themselves in original pieces of art. But this Halloween, they switched things up and turned the museum into a fun Halloween event. I'm at the Palmer Art Museum for their 6th annual Halloween Spooktacular. This event is free for kids, families, and students to get everyone in the Halloween spirit. The event offered haunted ghost tours, a scavenger hunt, a costume contest, and treats for family and friends. The ghost tour walked guests through different exhibits of the museum and gave them fun historical performances tailored to each art piece being shown off. Founded in 1972, the Palmer Museum of Art frequently hosts various events to get students and community members engaged in the culture of art in State College.
For me to even to be able to work here and like make a difference in people that grew up like me too is like really important to me because I didn't get an experience like this until now, so yeah.
The family-friendly event hosted a costume contest that offered a category for both kids and adults. They also had various craft and Halloween-themed snack and drink tables set up.
This is always a fan favorite, so we've stuck with the Halloween theme year after year. It brings in a great crowd, and it really is the kind of the event that helps our community see that art can be fun, it can be social, and it doesn't have to be, a quiet space at the museum. It can be a space for fun.
With such a big turnout for this event, the Palmer Art Museum looks forward to hosting more like this in the future. For Penn State Network News, I'm Hannah Imler-Nisley. There are plenty more events like this happening at the Palmer this month. Check out their Instagram page for more details. Back to you, Katie.
Thanks, Hannah. Extra, extra, read all about it. People's Magazine just named Wicked for Good actor Jonathan Bailey as 2025's Sexiest Man Alive, making him the first openly gay man to ever hold the title. The actor called this the, quote, honor of a lifetime after Jimmy Fallon announced Bailey's title during this Monday's episode of The Tonight Show. This is People's 40th edition of Sexiest Man Alive, with the first honor given to Mel Gibson back in 1985. Zanaya Monet is taking the music world by storm by officially becoming the first AI-generated artist to chart on United States Billboard rankings. Monet is described as a contemporary R&B vocalist on her Apple Music profile and was created by Mississippi poet Alicia Jones. Jones puts her lyrics into AI music platform Suno to combine her lyrics with AI-generated vocals. The AI music artist debuted her first album back in early August with a follow-up EP in September. Her music is actively streaming on all platforms. That's all for your entertainment update. Coming up next, interview anchor Quinn O'Leary will be speaking with dancers Ellie De Jesus and Maddie Schoenbaum of Volley. Stay tuned.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
When he knew that, how do you say
I know. She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Live from the campus of Penn State University, this is PSN News.
Penn State Network News is a student-produced, bi-weekly live news show featuring all student talent.
From local and national news to sports, entertainment, weather, and live interviews, we have it all.
We also feature student-made packages from across campus.
Airing every Monday and Wednesday at 7 p.m.
We are PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night and stay safe, Penn State.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
Hey everyone, we are Red Carpet News, your main source of entertainment news at Penn State University.
Man, this festival is going to be popping.
I'm Alex Porzillo, here with Aiden Harold.
He's going to 23rd with Daddy Elon Warbucks to actual space away from Kip.
So in sync, especially during Kendrick's part when they came out.
Reporting on anything from music, movies, TV shows, fashion, to celebrity gossip. You don't want to miss out on any of the hot topics we discuss.
Find our segments on YouTube under the name Red Carpet News for your daily dose of entertainment.
We are Red Carpet News.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
A natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
With Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
I don't know what to do. Wait, where is it?
For many of us, our dance careers peaked somewhere between middle school formals and dancing alone in front of our bedroom mirror. But for members of Volley, Penn State's largest dance organization, hundreds of students are still finding a way to move to the beat. Today, I'm joined by dancers Ellie DeJesus and Maddie Schoenbaum. Girls, thank you for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
So to begin, for people who might not know what Volley exactly is, can you explain it to me?
Yes, so Volley originally started as the Penn State Ballet Club, and then from then it's grown into the university's largest dance organization, offering a variety of different dances like contemporary, modern, jazz, hip hop, musical theater, and many more. And it's a non-audition based group, so it's really inclusive and it's so much fun to just have everyone come together and just have a good time and dance.
Awesome. So a group that's definitely been here for a while, and I'm sure is going to stay for a while as well. What do you think has helped Volley grow to over 300 members?
I think the fact that it's non-audition based, and it makes it very easy to find a group of girls that, you know, there's no pressure, there's no competition between each other. And I think that kind of turned it into more of like a group of friends rather than competitors. And I think that's something that I found really interesting about the group, because I was not interested in doing anything with auditions. And when I found out Volley was not auditions based, I knew that that was definitely where I wanted to be. And I think that that's what brought a lot of its members in, is the fact that nobody has to worry about, how good you are and who you're dancing against. It's more of the fact that you're there together, just having fun.
I definitely agree with that. I think that something that would definitely deter people away would think like, I'm not good enough. I don't think I could get into this group. But because it's not audition based, I think everyone is just here for a good time. And so it's low stress, low pressure, and it's just fun.
That's an excellent point. I think obviously some people come in with some dance experience and others not so much. Can both of you tell me what your experience with dance was like before you got to Penn State? Maddie, can we start with you?
Yeah. So growing up, I think I started doing tap when I was like 4 years old, and I did tap all the way until like 7th grade. And then I stopped, and I didn't do dance again until I actually got here. And I saw all of my friends doing Volley, and it just looked like so much fun when I went to the showcase and I saw all of their hard work on the stage. And I just really thought it was such an awesome group, and I really wanted to be a part of it. So I decided to go out for it my spring semester, and I'm so glad I did because it was so much fun. I joined hip hop. It was a great time. Good stress reliever. It's just a good outlet to have outside of school. So I love it.
That's great. Ellie, how about you?
I did a lot of dance growing up. I danced for 14 years. My sisters and I all danced. We danced at the same company. And it was definitely a big part of not only my childhood, but just all my friends danced. My sisters danced. I think that was kind of something I just grew up with. And I just assumed that after high school and going to college, I wasn't going to dance again. And I was kind of at peace with that. But after I went and saw the showcase last year, I saw Maddie perform, and I was so excited to join. I thought that it would be a great opportunity for me to get back into dance because it is something I really enjoy. And I didn't want the stress of having to worry about a really competitive group. And I think that it's not audition space is really kind of what was the selling point for me. And yeah, I just think that getting to watch my friends dance and have a great time, and they met so many people. They met some of their closest friends through Volley. So I think that's kind of what brought me to join the club after all.
Definitely a great way to make friends.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say Volley has helped you grow personally?
I think that Volley has definitely pushed me outside of my comfort zone because, like Ellie said, I also never thought I would be dancing again after I stopped in 7th grade. So definitely just like putting myself out there, doing a dance style I've never done before, it made me a lot more confident, and just to not take things as seriously because sometimes you just do things for fun and it doesn't need to be so competitive. So I think definitely just pushing me outside my comfort zone, learning to try new things, it's probably the biggest thing I learned.
Absolutely. Ellie, how about you?
Yeah, so growing up, I did not really enjoy hip hop as a dance style. I didn't really participate in it at my company. But I think it was something I was really interested with this because Volley takes anybody of all levels, beginner to advanced. And I think I wanted to try something I haven't done before, and I wanted to push myself because if I was going to join this new group with a bunch of girls I'd never met, I was like, why not go all in and also do a style that I'm not very comfortable with? And I did join hip hop, and I think that's definitely pushed me to be not only confident in myself, but just my dancing because I'm not the best hip hop dancer, but I still go every week and I have a great time with my girls, and I'm really proud of the dance we have so far.
And that's so important. Moving on, do you have a memory that really captures the spirit of the group overall?
I would say the showcase from last year was really awesome because, you go to your rehearsals every week, but you're not really able to see what everyone else is working on behind the scenes. So really seeing all of that come to fruition is just so awesome. And it's really inspiring just to see like all of these girls who are so talented, and guys, it's amazing, like all their tricks that they do. And it's just really awesome to see everyone come together and just do their best and just have a good time. It's really awesome. And everyone's cheering for each other in the crowd, which is something that I never experienced at recitals growing up. Like it was always very like hushed in the audience, but it was awesome because when you're at the showcase, like everyone's like cheering for you or like, go, like you got it. So it's awesome. It's a very just positive, uplifting environment, and everyone just wants you to have a good time. And
That's just have fabulous.
Yeah.
Ellie, how about you?
I haven't gotten to experience a showcase yet where I've actually been a part of it. So I can't speak on that much, but I can say that from past experiences in high school and just growing up, I think like a tech week is always one of those high adrenaline, just kind of days where it is the whole week. And, it's just everybody's coming together and doing the final touches on their dances. And it's just getting everybody really excited for Showcase. And it makes you really reflect on how much time and effort you put in. And I think that it's one of those moments where you kind of reflect on how proud you are of yourself of actually sticking with it. And so I think I'm really excited for Tech Week. It's gonna be great.
Awesome. Now, Penn State is definitely a football school, but I think we're also a dance school because we have to take Thon into huge consideration. And now, to my understanding, Volley is also really involved in Thon. Do we have anything to share about that?
Yes, so Volley has some Thon families, and recently we actually had a Thon barbecue dinner, which was really nice. Everyone got to go meet up with families, and we have a bunch of events outside of that as well that just helps raise money for Thon, which is awesome. Recently we had like charm bracelet making, so it's just all these like cute, fun events that people go to, and it's for a great cause, which is awesome. But yeah, just things like that.
That's great. Now, what is next for Volley? Do you have any upcoming performances?
Yes, we do. Our showcase is November 16th at 1 p.m. It's in Eisenhower and the auditorium, and we're so excited for it. We're going to put on a really amazing show. We're just going to give it our all, do our best, and we hope people come and enjoy it and see all of our progress from this year.
Yeah. Now, how many dance numbers are both of you guys in?
We're just in one.
In one.
Yes, gotta
one
put it
and
all
done.
out there. Yeah.
Yes, we're in the same one. We're together. That was kind of one of our big pushing points of joining, is that we get to dance together. So yeah.
Awesome. Well, I will definitely be there, and everyone else should be there too. Ellie and Maddie, thank you so much for coming to talk with me today. And make sure you stay with us. Stay tuned, because coming up next, Maia and Annelise will have the latest news from across the nation.
Ready, mics? 3, 2, fade in on 2, mic and cue.
This is Nittany Talk.
I would say spring.
Slow down.
And he knew that. How do you say
I know.
She continues to hold her values and everything though. And I think that that's really important. So yeah, and self-care Saturday.
And you lose a lot of sleep.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Hey everyone, welcome to Culture Central. My name is Jaden Stewart.
What's good, everybody? My name is Eric Pichardo, and we are your hosts,
creators,
and executive producers of Culture Central. Is this Whitney Houston?
We're doing things that have never been done before. So welcome to the family.
If you don't include human beings, you cannot accurately model the way the climate has changed over the last 50 years.
And I don't know that we're ever going to be free of some sort of bug.
A natural state of motion for something to be in is to remain in its current state of motion.
Been lucky enough to discover various things out there. Pulsars, exoplanets, and some other phenomena that ended up being interesting.
Hi, I'm Johnson Gary with Asking Penn State.
Of Asking Penn State,
Asking Penn State.
Asking Penn State. Asking Penn State.
Welcome back to Asking Penn State.
Zohran Mamdani has officially been elected mayor of New York City, making history as the city's first Muslim and South Asian mayor and its youngest in over a century. In other major election news, Abigail Spanberger was elected governor of Virginia yesterday, becoming the first woman to hold the office. Here in Pennsylvania, voters retained Justices Christine Donahue, Kevin Doherty, and David Wecht to keep the court's 5-2 Democratic majority.
A federal judge in Oregon has temporarily blocked the Trump administration from deploying the National Guard to Portland. Judge Karen Immerget, a Trump appointee, ruled she found no credible evidence protests had grown out of control before troops were federalized this fall. Portland and the state of Oregon sued to stop the deployment, calling it unconstitutional. The judge says she'll issue a final order Friday after reviewing hundreds of exhibits from a 3-day trial.
A new horseshoe-shaped road built around a high school in Maui is aimed at slowing wildfires and giving firefighters better access to the area. The fire break is one of the latest safety projects in West Maui's recoveries from the deadly 2023 fires they faced. After federal funding fell through, community groups, nonprofits, and companies partnered to complete the project. Officials say the road will help protect several schools and nearby homes from future fires. Experts emphasize that fire breaks alone are not enough. They must work alongside other strategies to keep Maui communities safe from wildfires.
The federal shutdown is forcing closures of Head Start centers nationwide after expected funding didn't arrive on November 1st. Some programs have shut down indefinitely, while others are operating with emergency support from local governments. Head Start serves children from low-income families, those experiencing homelessness, and children in foster care, many of whom receive meals, preschool instruction, and developmental services through the program. Parents say they are now searching for childcare options while centers wait for funding to resume. That concludes our show tonight at PSN News.
Be sure to check us out on Twitter and Facebook at PSN News, on Instagram at Penn State Network News, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/PSN News.
Have a good night, Penn State, and stay safe.